Hi everyone, welcome to An Abundance of Books. My name is Julia and today we're doing a haul. It's like Christmas in March. It's been a minute since I've done a haul. I was on a book buying ban up until the end of last year for a month or two. And so these are all of the books that I've accumulated since November-ish, whenever my last haul was. And I thought that I was doing pretty well, and then I just found 4 more books that I forgot that I had hauled. So maybe not as good as I had thought, but I'm really excited to show you what I got. We should probably make some room. We are nothing if not professional. We're gonna go through these in no particular order. They're all here, so should I just pick one randomly? Why not? I have a feeling I know what this is. Oh, I didn't. It is The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. I have previously read this and enjoyed it, but not quite as much as The Guest List, which I do already own. It's right here. And then I figured why not complete the set and get the Paris Department too. This is her brand new March release. I may have already read it, but you're going to have to wait for my wrap up in order to hear my thoughts about it. But I'm very happy to have all of these. It just, I don't know. One that I'm very excited about and trying to figure out how to do the video for is Cain's Jawbone. Does it have an author? Oh yeah, Edward Powys Mathers. It's just not on the front. This is a book published in the 30s, and it is a mystery where all of the pages are out of order and you have to put them back into order and figure out who done what. I'm trying to come up with like an analytical computer science-y approach to this, but it's not going well so far, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it at least. And there will be a vlog for this at some point. Then I bought The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. This was the winner, I think, of romance, the Goodreads romance category last year. So I was excited because I'd never heard of it, but it seems like everybody else had the same idea that I did, and now no one likes it. She is chunky too, 450 pages, so hopefully I like it. Then we have Barbarian Alien by Ruby Dixon. This was a new release. I pre-ordered this because I have a problem, but it's so gorgeous. This is the sequel to Ice Planet Barbarians, and it is the story of Liz and Rahosh. So I'm very excited to give that a go. These are like the ultimate slump defeaters. They're fun and quick, but smart and engaging, and I'm very excited. Apparently the theme I've gone for at the beginning is just pink. So, can I continue that theme of not falling over? I can. I have Bewilderment by Richard Powers. I already read this in January and I didn't like it. It's the story of a father and son who are dealing with the death of the mother and also some space and environmental stuff. Not my cup of tea, but the cover is gorgeous. More pink, more pink. I have Hank the Moon and Count Your Lucky Stars by Alexandria Bellefleur. These are books 2 and 3 in her Written in the Stars series. Written in the Stars, the first book, is the only one that I don't have, but I will get it. But I love the colors of these books. The illustration style is very much something I enjoy. And I gave all of them 4 or 5 stars, so I'm very excited to own these and possibly force them onto all of my friends and family. This is one that I just randomly found at Chapters and I'm super excited about. It's called The Future Is Yours by Dan Frey. It is about time travel, but it's completely written in emails. The back is really interesting because he's emailing himself from the future saying, you did it. You don't know what you did yet, but it worked. Don't worry about that thing coming up in a couple weeks. It'll all be fine. Time travel is always a trope that works for me, so I'm excited. Then I also picked up Rabbits by Terry Miles. This one sounds so interesting. It's like an alternate reality game that started in the 50s, but it sounds like it's dark and murdery. Think Ready Player One, but for adults and with more murder. Is there any murder in Ready Player One? I don't know. Then I got Wild the Girls by Rory Power. This is actually a book that I had previously DNF'd after like 20 pages or something. I'm very good at DNFing, but I did read it pretty early in the panini, so I think that maybe had an effect on it. And the one thing everyone raves about with this book is the cover, which you can't deny is gorgeous, so I might as well have it on my shelves. I should probably explain the plot of this, huh? I'm really bad at remembering to do that. This is the story of a group of girls who are on an island that is an isolated school, and then some sort of plague breaks out, the tox, and they start changing. Do their heads turn into this? Almost certainly. Then I have Chaotic Good by Whitney Gardner. This is about a girl who is a cosplayer, and it looks like it's partially told in comic strips. Like there are little bits like this. It looks cute and fun, might be a nice palette cleanser. I'll definitely give it a go. I don't have very high expectations for it, but it's like 220 pages, so that's a win. Then I have Matt Haig. Then I have The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I had previously hauled this book. Was that before my channel? What is time? And then I loaned it out to someone in my book club and they spilled coffee on it. So they did repay me just in money, but then my friend offered me her copy that she was getting rid of, and I gladly accepted. This is the story of Nora, who is caught in a place between life and death, and she has the chance to relive some of her choices or mistakes. I know a lot of people say that Matt Haig is cheesy and overwritten and overly explainy, but I just love him. Then I picked up a copy of The Gilded Walls by Roshani Chokshi. I finished this whole trilogy just recently, and the second and third books were not my favorite, so I decided that I still wanted a copy of it, and so I just bought the first book. This is the story of 6 friends who are living in a fancy hotel in Paris in 1889, and they do some magic heists. It's very character driven, it's so smartly plotted, and the character work is incredible. I just love this book, and I think you can pretty much read it as a standalone. There are definitely little things, but you can read the Wikipedia page and figure it out. Then I picked up a non-fiction book, Naked at Lunch by Mark Haskell Smith, A Reluctant Nudist's Adventures in the Clothing Optional World. I have no idea where I first heard about this, but it's been years, and I've been so interested in it, and my library didn't have a copy, so I finally bit the bullet. I think it's about just Mark goes and lives in a nudist colony for a while and says how he feels about it. I think this is leaning into my cult fascination. I don't think it's quite the same thing, but sort of a countercultural community, shall we say. Is it weird that I'm so excited about this? Maybe. But will it be amazing? Maybe. Then I bought The Old Man's War box set by John Scalzi. The Old Man's War, Ghost Brigades, and The Last Colony. A bookseller kindly sold this to me. Well, I mean, they always sell it to me, but like pitched it to me. This is a science fiction book about a future where a war is being fought, and they put a bunch of old men in like mech suits to do the war. She said it was humorous and really quality classic science fiction, so I'm excited to get to these. John Scalzi's been on my radar for a while, and I think this is going to be a good place to start with him. Then I found a copy of Malibu Rising in my little free library. I just want to have it, especially considering Carrie Soto is coming out this summer. So I figured if I wanted to go back and read her parts now, I can. This is the story of the Riva family in the 80s who are about to throw a party. It takes place over the course of 24 hours for them, but then you're also getting flashbacks to the parents meeting and falling in love and having kids. And I think that this really demonstrated what Taylor Jenkins Reid is good at, which is like a sweeping family drama. The stuff that took place over 24 hours really didn't work for me, but the sweeping history of the parents was just perfection for me. We're getting there, I promise. We've got 5 more. I picked up Cytonic by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 3rd book in the Skyward series. The first book, Skyward, is about this girl Spencer who wants to be a pilot. This book, I think, will take a very different turn. We're going down a much more magic-y route than a science fiction-y route, and I'm very curious. Just kidding, we had 6 books to talk about, which means we now have 5 books to talk about, because I got kissing the coronavirus, and it's so small that I couldn't see it in my stack. I have already read this. It is a classic of the romance genre. I will die on that hill. It's dumb and hilarious, and something that I feel like has to be read to be believed. That this exists in the world still is a marvel to me. And it's like so small. Look how big this print is. It's like nothing. If you need to get out of a reading slump or just bump your reading statistics, This is the book you want. Then I have The Ballerinas by Rachel Kapelke-Dale. I feel like I struggle to say that name every single time. This is the story of a couple of ballerinas who are coming back together 13 years later to address whatever happened in the past. And it has a magnetic cast of characters I won't soon forget, so I'm excited. We are really gonna fill out this shelf, aren't we? I said I did well, but that's a lie. Next, I have The First Day of Spring by Nancy Tucker. I am doing an unofficial book club for this. We're gonna be reading it the first week of spring. There will be a vlog coming for it on the 24th, so look forward to that. This is a thriller about a girl who has just killed a boy. She might be a sociopath. It's a thriller I don't really want to know much about because it sounds perfect. I'm too excited about it. The cover is very strange though. It's weirdly MS Paint, which is a choice, but hopefully the inside is good. Next, we have Makeup Breakup by Lily Menon. I keep the sticker on this one because this has one of the worst Goodreads ratings I've ever seen. So I keep the $6 to be like, you knew that this wasn't gonna be good. You found it in a bargain bin. You get what you pay for. I think that this is just a classic rom-com. I think it's an app-based one. Oh yeah, she has an app called Makeup, which helps you fix your relationship. And he has an app called Breakup, where someone will dump your partner for you. I don't know, it sounds cute, it looks cute. It was $6, don't judge me. I bought this one before, well, some of these at least. Sometimes you just gotta buy books, and that was the right choice for me that day. And finally, the latest addition to my collection. This just came out last week, 2 weeks ago, who knows. The Golden Couple by Greer, Hendricks, and Sarah Pekannen. They are one of my favorite author duos. I've given all of their books, no, that's not true. 2 of their books I've given 5 stars. 1 I gave 2 stars. So it's exciting to see which way this will go. I believe it is about a marriage counselor counseling a couple, and everyone has secrets and they get entangled in each other's lives. My concern is that sounds a lot like the plot of An Anonymous Girl, which was my least favorite from them, but who really knows? It could be great. They haven't had a book come out in a couple years, so I'm really excited to get to this one. So there you go. Those are 25 books that I have purchased over the last quarter. It's a good selection. I'm pretty proud of it. There's a lot in here that I'm actually really excited about, and a couple that I've already read. 9 of them I've already read, which is huge. Like, that makes me feel a lot better justifying buying all of these books. Because 25, it's like buying a book every 4 days, isn't it? Wow, don't think about it too hard. That's it for me. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know which one of these you were the most interested in, if there are any that you want me to prioritize. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you very soon in a new video. Bye!